This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 1171, How to Organize Your Financial Clutter, Part 2, by Kumiko of thebudgetmom.com. And I am Dan. I am your host and narrator here on Optimal Finance Daily, and this is where I read to you from some of the best personal finance blogs on the planet each and every day. And today's post is actually a continuation from yesterday, so if you're new here, it'd be best to listen to yesterday's episode first. But if you're all caught up, let's hear part 2 as we continue optimizing your life. How to Organize Your Financial Clutter, Part 2, by Kumiko of thebudgetmom.com. Binders, binders, binders. I am a huge binder girl, and most of the time I have a binder for pretty much everything. Binders are great for storing similar documents in one central location. The great thing about binders is that they can be used to store more than just paper. There are endless options for accessories, from binder tabs to utensil holders or index dividers to page protectors. Here is a list of my most used binders: budget, meal plan, taxes. I'm a neat freak, so I like to keep the different pens I use for each binder in clear utensil pouches that I store in the front of each binder. I then organize each binder using monthly tab dividers. My budget binder. The budget binder I use is my Budget by Paycheck workbook, and I have it organized by month. This is where I keep all of my budgeting, saving, and debt payoff journey information, like updates to my debt snowball. For each month in my binder, I have blank budget calendar for listing my bills on their due dates with their amounts, my savings plan for events and holidays, bill tracker for listing which bills I want to pay with each paycheck, listing my budgeted savings amount, and my cash envelope amounts. My bill tracker is essentially my budget since I'm a paycheck budgeter. Updates to my net worth, and my debt snowball updates. I also use my budget binder to store and keep track of action documents or things I need to reference soon. If I get a bill that I need to take action on besides just paying it, I put it in the front cover of my binder so it's a constant reminder that I need to take action. The main reason I don't keep a separate binder or box for all of my action documents is that if it's not right in front of my face, I will forget to do it. Having them stored in a place that I don't check very often would never work for me. I check my budget binder at least 2 times a day, and I constantly check the action documents that I store in the front of the cover. My meal plan binder. My meal plan binder is the central location for everything food-related. I have my binder organized by month, and each month includes pantry, freezer, and refrigerator inventory list, monthly meal plan calendar, meal plan brainstorming worksheet, weekly meal plan, shopping plan worksheet, shopping list, and printouts of all my recipes that I use for that month. I am a weekly meal planner, and I go shopping for my meal plan every Sunday. This means that every monthly tab will have multiple weekly meal plans and the recipes that are associated with each week. My tax binders. I keep a tax binder for both my personal and business taxes. I have both binders organized by year, and for each year I store my tax return, receipts, and any supporting documents that I need to file my taxes. I really like to keep my tax documents completely separate from the rest of my other financial documents because the record retention is handled differently for taxes. I like to keep all W-2s, receipts, and other supporting documents for my taxes for at least 7 years. Since the IRS can audit you for up to 3 years after you file your return if it suspects a good faith error, some people believe you should only keep them for 3 years. I keep mine for 7 years because the IRS can actually challenge your return if it thinks you underreported your gross income by 25% or more. Keeping them for 7 years should cover you in either event. Photo boxes. I love utilizing photo boxes in my office for storage and organization. They're small, they don't take up a lot of room, you can use them to store multiple things, they're affordable, and they come in many different designs. I have 2 photo boxes that I use to store old cash envelopes from my budget and mailing supplies. Both of my boxes are kept on my office shelf and can be accessed easily. If you have cash envelopes that can be reused in the future, I suggest coming up with a storage solution for them rather than just throwing them away. Going electronic. When I downsized to a smaller office, I had to learn and develop an electronic system for storing financial documents. I sign up for electronic statements when I can, and I organize electronic bills and payment confirmations into monthly folders that I created in my email. I keep copies of vital documents such as birth certificates, social security cards, marriage certificate, divorce decree, my will, healthcare directives, and my power of attorney on a flash drive. All of my original files are stored securely in a locked safe in a different location. Purge regularly. Organizing your financial clutter is only the first step. In order to keep your paper clutter under control, you have to be able to tell yourself, out with the old, in with the new. For example, when you get a new auto policy, make sure to discard last year's. When you receive annual investment statements, shred the monthly and/or quarterly statements that you've been keeping. Every year, I like to do a deep clean of my filing system and shred anything that's no longer needed. I also scan my budget binder and meal plan binder onto flash drives every year so I can refer back to them if I need them. I then shred the entire binder and start fresh in the new year. It's important to develop a routine for filing financial clutter. That means opening mail right away and filing documents in a timely manner. Being organized can help make taxes, budgeting, and other financial projects less stressful and more convenient without a lot of hassle. You just listened to part 2 of the post titled How to Organize Your Financial Clutter by Kumiko of thebudgetmom.com. And that's another episode and weekend of Optimal Finance Daily in the books. I thank you so much for your support and for listening each and every day. And I'll be back with more posts for you starting on Monday. So have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.